Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Sudhanshu Joshi from Doon University, Dehradun, and today we are going to discuss on module New Product Development under paper Operation Management. The learning objectives of the module are understanding how a new product is developed, understanding various concepts related to new products, understanding different stages of a new product life cycle. So let's take the basic definition of new product development first. See, the new product development is the complete process of understanding a new product in the market for consumption and feedback from end user of the business through systematic procedures and parameters. A new product may be consumable product or service. New products are goods and services that differ in their characteristic from previously produced goods or services by the firm. A new product development is the process of bringing a new product to the market as per the requirement of the customers. A new product development may be done to the uh, done to compete with the product or may be done to improve an existing product.
Why new products? Business organization develop new products due to following reasons. First, reason could be a business organization can't survive in current competitive environment with their routine products because the changing environment changes the customer's demand. In order to survive, business firms need to introduce new products or modify the existing products as per the needs and wants of the customers. The new products bring to the market by business firms must satisfy the customer's need and wants, otherwise it is not beneficial for the firm. The second reason could be business organization introduce new products to the market in order to enhance the net profit of the organization because new products are unique and there are high demand for the new products. The new products have high demands in the market because they are developed as per the requirement of the customers. Point number third. Another reason for development of a new product is that changing environment creates new demand and needs. New product development strategy. New product development strategy includes how business organization can develop or introduce new product to the market. There are mainly three methods which are adopted by the firm for new product development, which are as follows: mergers, acquisitions, new product development.
Let us discuss about the term merger. Merger simply means the fusion of two or more companies voluntarily form a new company. Mergers happen when two or more companies combines into one new company. In India, merger is known as amalgamation. In merger, the merging companies are called amalgamating companies, and then the new company which is formulating is called amalgamated. By the way, by this way, the amalgamated companies introduce the product of amalgamating companies.
Types of mergers. There are mainly three types of mergers as under vertical mergers, horizontal mergers, and conglomerate mergers. Vertical mergers is a kind of merger happen between two companies producing different kind of products. For example, if a car manufacturing company merged with a tire company, then it is called a vertical merger. Horizontal merger. Horizontal merger is a kind of merger happen between two companies producing similar kind of products. Conglomerate merger. Conglomerate merger is a merger between firms that are involved in totally unrelated business activities. Acquisition. It is another way to introduce something new to the market. Acquisition simply means acquiring a whole company or buys a patent or license to bring new product to the market. In other words, when one entity purchases the business of another entity, then it is known as acquisition. An acquisition may be an act of acquiring effective control by one company over assets and management of another company without any combination of companies. Companies may remain independent, separate, but there may be change in control of the companies. New product development. Under this way of product development, firms develop new product and introduce it to the market by their own research efforts. The product came under this category are new products, modified products, or brand new products developed by the firms. Reasons for failure of a new product. Let us understand why new product development got failed. Often new products introduced by the firms to the market do not successful. There may be a number of reasons behind it. Failure of a product is painful because firm does hard work for launching a new product to the market. But it is a common phenomena around the globe that if the product can't satisfy customer need and does not fulfill the organization objectives, then it can't be survived in the market. We can divide failure in two types, namely outright failure and partial failure. Let us define outright failure. When a failure of a product result in close down the venture, then it will be known as outright failure. Losing money is an outright failure, which means be due to negative market process. Outright failure occurs when there is a no demand for the newly launched product in the market. Another major reason behind outright failure of a product is that miscalculation of unit cost and distribution cost. As a result, that product does not contribute to the fixed and variable cost.
Partial failure. When a newly launched product is accepted by the market, but it can't fulfill the financial targets, then it is known as partial failure. A partial failure leaves room for partial failure. That means that a product is not able to achieve the targeted sales and is not able to give the leverage to the company. That results in the partial failure of the objectives for launching those products. The main reason behind partial failure may be miscalculation of the cost. The manager trying to find out root cause of the problem and try to resolve it as soon as possible. The main reason behind the failure of a new product are as under launching an imitated product which is not so different from the existing product. An imitated product can't compete or survive in the market because the existing product have its own customers and they believe on it from the long times. Another major reason for failure of the new product is its low quality. If the quality of a product is not sufficient as per the requirement of the customers, then it can't survive in the market. Target customers are too small that they do not meet the sales volume of the company. Another important reason behind the failure of a new product is the company does not have the market access or it lacks sufficient resources. Poor timing is also responsible for failure of a new product. If the product is launched too early before the market is ready, or it launched too late when the peak season has already passed, then it is not possible for the newly launched product to compete and survive in the market. Now, market strategy should be proper for the success of the new product. Weak market strategy will result in the failure of new product because this kind of strategy can't consider the competitive environment. Poor advertisement is also responsible. Poor advertisement is a reason for the failure of the new product. Due to poor advertisement, target customers are not aware about the existence and the benefit of the product. Sometimes newly launched product can't get success in the market due to some managerial personal agendas or interest. Some managers try to launch the new product for a major career breakthrough. Some try to launch new products to differentiate themselves in the eye of their senior managers.
Types of a new product. Innovative products. It means generation of a new idea. This kind of product is completely different from an existing product. New product lines. It means a company adds some new product in his existing product lines. For example, mobile manufacturing company Samsung may launch a new product, a mobile phone, in their Galaxy series. Such newly added products are updated version of the previous one. This is mainly done by companies to strengthen their existing product lines. Improved products. Under this category, companies tends to make some improvement in their existing products as per their own research and customers' feedback. Repositioned products. Under this, an existing products of a company tends to target a new market. Cost reduction. Under this, company reduces the cost of their products, but specification remain unchanged. This is basically done by companies to enhance the sales of their obsolete products. Reason behind development of new products. The reason could be any of the following: to reduce the decline products, to take advantage of the new technology, to defeat rivals and strengthen their position in the market, to maintain or increase market share. Process of new product development. New product development process involves following steps: idea generation, idea screening, concept development and testing, market strategy development, business analysis, test marketing, commercialization. Idea generation. The first step in the new product development process is idea generation. Idea generation simply refers to a systematic and continuous search for new product development opportunity. Here, organization tends to find out various sources and methods which will be capable to support their ideas. It involves delineating sources of few ideas and methods for generating them. Under this step, business organization doing various analysis which are as follows: dimensional analysis, problem analysis, benefit structure analysis, scenario analysis.
Dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis involves all the physical characteristics of a product. In other words, dimensional analysis provides a list of physical characteristics of a product. Dimension analysis helps organization to find out the answer to some questions such as why the product is launched this way, how could be the product be changed, or how could happen if one or more of the characteristics were removed. Secondly is the problem analysis. Under the problem analysis, the organization tends to find out the problems faced by the customers while using a particular existing product or service so that they can evolve a new product for the benefit of the customers. Next way of analysis is benefit structure analysis. In the benefit structure analysis, organizations find out the list of benefits which a customer wants in a particular product. In benefit structure analysis, organization utilize a questionnaire and present this questionnaire in front of the customers. One technical way is scenario analysis. Scenario analysis. In scenario analysis, companies tend to know about the opportunities available in the market for their new product or service. Companies want to know about current market trends through scenario analysis.
Idea screening. Idea screening is the second step in a new product development process. After the identification of potential ideas, it is must for the firm to screen them. In idea screening, firm weed out poor, unsounded, unsuitable, and unattractive ideas. The firm has considered only feasible ideas and those who have potential for sustainability and growth. Under idea screening, companies find out answers of the following question. Will the product be beneficial for the customers in target market? What is the current and expected future competition in the market about the product idea? What are the industry sales and market trends on which product ideas is based on? Is it technically feasible for the firm to manufacture such products? Next, will the product be profitable for the firm when it is manufactured and delivered to the customer at the target price? Concept testing. Under concept testing, the product is presented in front of customer to know their intentions about the product at the early stage of development. Concept testing helps company to know whether any change is required in their product or not. Concept testing is very helpful to avoid costly mistakes. Concept testing is a quick and inexpensive way of measuring customer enthusiasm. It also asks customers to react on product or service. Market strategy development. The next step for the new product development process is market strategy development. Under this step, firm tends to decide about the market size, structure, product positioning, sales, market share, profit goals of the product for first few years. In market strategy development, firms also decide about planned price, distribution strategy, marketing budget for the next few years. Business and financial analysis. Business and financial analysis played a vital role in new product development process. It involves various financial analysis such as cost projection, investment analysis, and profitability analysis. Cost analysis. Under cost analysis, firms find out total cost incurred in new product development process. In investment analysis, companies want to know how much funds they can invest in their new product development process. It depends upon firm's capacity. To know the profitability, companies do cost benefit analysis. Under financial analysis, firms also tend to find out ways from which firms obtain funds.
Investment analysis. One tool could be investment analysis. In investment analysis, companies want to know about how much funds they can invest in this new product development process. It depends upon firms' capabilities. To know the profitability, companies do cost benefit analysis. Financial analysis also is important. Under financial analysis, firms also tend to find out the ways from which firms obtain funds. A firm can obtain funds from several ways, such as equity funds, debt funds, or both. Equity funds involves owner's money, whereas debt funds does not involve owner's money. Example of debt funds includes loan from banks. It depends on the firm that how they obtain funds from the for the successful completion of their operations.
Test marketing. The next step for the new product development process is test marketing. Test marketing involves introducing a product in the market for sales in one or more selected area, observing its feasibility and performance in the market. Through test marketing, firms are able to know about the behavior of actual customers. Firms are able to know the reaction and response of the customers. Commercialization. Commercialization is the last and final step of new product development process. After testing is completed, the firm is ready to introduce the product to its full target market. This is commercialization and corresponds to introductory stage of the product life cycle. Commercialization involves implementing a total marketing plan, and full production. Product life cycle. Every product has its own life and it goes through a cycle. Product life cycle is the cycle through which every product goes through from introduction to withdrawal or eventual demise. Different products have different life cycle and it depends upon the characteristic of the product. Under the product life cycle, we are trying to find out answers to some questions such as when it was introduced, when it was getting rapid acceptance, when it was on the peak of the position, when it is start falling from the peak, when it disappears. Product passes through certain stages during its lifespan. Stages of product life cycle. Product life cycle comprises of four stages, namely introduction, growth, maturity, and declining stage. Each stage of the product life cycle has its own characteristic, and these characteristics can be characterized in terms of sales volume, amount of profits, level of promotion, expenses, and degree of competition.
Declining stage. This is the last stage of the product life cycle. Under this stage, sales of the product start declining. Product also start raising. There is a minimum profit or even a little loss. Under this stage, firms reduces their advertising and salesing expenditures in order to earn more some profit. The declining stage is faced by only those products who survived in maturity stage. In declining stage, sales of the product have to be dropped uh, as, as customers may have changed, the product is no longer relevant or useful. During this stage, price war continues, several products are withdrawn, and cost control becomes the way out for most products. As new products enter into the market with advanced technology and many new specifications, most products have to be obsolete. The customer does not consider such obsolete products because everyone wants to get updated version of the products. So sales of that product start declining in that stage. New product starts their own life cycle and replace the older one. A number of competitors withdrawal from the market also exist. Those who remain in the market prefer to drop similar or smaller segments, make minor changes in the products, and continuously sell the products in the profitable segment and channels. If there is any possibility for survival of the product in the market, then firms will try to exist in the market with same product. The firm may make some changes in the product for survival.
Let us explore various definitions coming under new product development. Strategic sourcing. The development and management of supplier relationship to acquire goods and services in a way that aids to achieving the immediate needs for the business comes under strategic sourcing. Bullwhip effect will be the next definition. In bullwhip effect, the variability in demand is magnified as we move from the customer to the producer in the supply chain. Functional products like staple that people buy in a wide range of retail outlets such as grocery store and gas station. This product is widely available in such kind of stores from the last so much of decades with little or no modification in terms of its design and appearance. Such products are known as functional products. Innovative products, products such as fashionable clothes and personal computers that are typically have the life cycle of just few months comes under innovative products. Outsourcing, it means moving some of the firm's internal activities and decision responsibilities to outside providers. Logistic management function, yet another definition. There are functions that support the complete cycle of material flow from purchase and internal control of production materials to the planning and control of the work in progress, to the purchasing, shipping, and distribution of the finished product. Cost of goods sold. The annual amount for a company to produce the goods or services provided to the customers called as cost of goods sold. Average aggregate inventory value. The total value of all items held in inventory for the firms that valued at cost is called average aggregate inventory value.
So, students, let's now summarize what we have learned in this module. We learned about acquisition, we learned about mergers, we learned about new products and how new products are developed, what are the product life cycle, and what how innovation is important in the product development cycle and new product development cycle. Thank you.